Okay, and we're back, and without further delay, we're going to do parts. I think this is 4 of the Liri um, assignment. So, on this video, for the next 2 videos, we're going to be finishing up with the 4 commands. We already did the movie this command. On this video, I'm going to try to get through the concert this command, which actually has some pretty short syntax to it, and the do what it says command. So for the concert this, we're actually going to, like I said, this uses the bands in town API. So in case concert this, we're going to get the URL first. Let concert URL equals, and you can get this off the bands in town API documentation, but just for video purposes, we're just going to type it out by hand. HTTPS :// rest bandsintown.com/artists. Can't type today. Artists. Yep. Slash. All right, close out of the quotes. Plus input. This is going to be like, for our input for each case, it's going to be a little different on how it acts. So for this one, the input will actually be, instead of like down here, instead of inputting a movie, it's just going to take that input string, which will be, the third argument, or the fourth technically command line argument, and append it inside of this URL for the API response, just like we did with the movie. But we actually don't have to change the name of the variable or anything like that. So plus input plus quotations / events !app _ID equals coding bootcamp. Close out of the parentheses or the quotations. And we're going to do an Axios call. Axios.get concert URL, all caps on URL, then function response and then we're going to open up a bracket. So we're going to do let data equal response dot data, open up a square bracket, 0, and then let concert data equal open parentheses or open brackets, square brackets. Then we're going to do a little, I guess just for organizational purposes, a bunch of dashes here. That's what I did at least. Quotations, comma, quotations, artist. So you actually have to name out, like the different calls aren't going to give you the name of the value, they're just going to give you the value. So basically we're going to, artist plus the response for artist. So artist colon quotation marks plus input, comma, go down the next line, going to do the new line operator, venue plus data dot venue, and you can look through the documentation for this, dot name, quotation mark, \n, location equals data dot venue dot city plus comma, just for organizational purposes, plus data dot venue, space right there, don't really need one, but data dot venue dot region, comma, let's see why that's giving me we need a plus right there, of course. Put a comma in the next line, double quotes or single quotes, doesn't matter. New line, date, plus this is going to be a moment call. Moment data dot date time dot format mm/cd. I guess you could really format this any way you want to, but year. Close that out, comma. I just did another line full of dashes right here. And then do dot join after the bracket is closed. Inside of the dot join argument, we're going to do a new line operator, which is backslash or forward slash. I'm really not sure which you call this, but it is that one over near the enter key. And then end that command right there. And we're going to console.log concert data. And now we just need an outside of this, we need a catch in case something goes wrong. Function error. And this is pretty generic. Console log error. Terminate that. Oh wait, no, not that. Console log concert command test. And let's save it and go ahead and test it out here. So we're going to do, we're already in the folder here, we're going to do node Liri concert this. And let's just do, I don't know, dead Mao 5. Cool. So I guess it gives you the next upcoming venue or whatever they're playing at, probably only in the US. And it's going to be Aspen, Colorado, I think. I think it's a real place. And then it's going to be the 26th of this month, so 2 days away. And while we've still got a couple of minutes left, let's go ahead and set up the file system for do what it says here. So we're going to do fs.read file. This is just a file system method. Random.txt, comma, UTF, all caps is important, 8, comma, function, error data, pretty generic here. Open it up. And just for explanations purposes, the do what it says command is basically going to take the text from inside of random.txt here, which is specifically Spotify this song, and I want it that way. So we're going to take this parameter right here, and actually the way I wrote it just kind of cuts this off, and then the I want it that way is going to be passed into Spotify later on as an argument. So before I run out of time, let's get through all that we can for reading the file. If error, open brackets, console log error, obviously. And then else let choice equal data. We're going to get rid of that comma and get the second. Basically, we're going to get rid of the comma, split the data in two, and it's going to be the first, or I guess the second, but the one index of the array that it splits it into. So data.split, split by, comma, which is inside the text file. And then console log choice 1, which is actually the second one, starting counting at 0, obviously. And then we're going to run that through Spotify. And my time is almost up, so I'll catch you in the next video.